What is up? We are back. It is Monday, August 26th, and we are live from Nostalgic Books and Comics in San Diego, California. It's Dre's Geek Philosophy Podcast. I'm overheating. There's clearly something wrong with...
You just have a stroke?
I just had a stroke right now. I saw that Twitch just went down immediately. Because I don't know why. I tried to run Twitch again. I have a new phone, so if we look better, it's because I have a better camera on my phone now. You can see all the pores on my face. We're running it through our Switcher Studio, so that's Dre's Geek Philosophy right underneath us. And you can read our shirts now.
Yeah.
It says Flynn's Arcade. You can see Incredible Pickle Man. I know that's always a big point of contention for people because we're backwards.
It's backwards, yeah.
We're back. We got that all sorted out, except for this past Wednesday on the multiverse show. So we're using a switcher here for the people watching on video. Mm-hmm. What is going on, Peter Molini?
A lot, man. A lot. The D23, they showed a ton of stuff, man.
Yeah, last week was D23.
Yeah.
I was low key trying to get a friend of mine. Hey, if you need any work, if you need any freelance help, I didn't specifically say, hey, do you need help for D23? I was like, hey, if you need any freelance help in the future, you let me know. That way I could get in without having to. I would probably have to work, but I could get in without having to pay because I'm not going to pay these steep ass Disney prices. In fact, although right now I am willing to pay the whatever price that they want for this Disney Plus. Holy shit! I think that was the crux of all the announcements that were being made. Everything revolved around Disney Plus, aka the alleged Netflix killer.
Yeah. I don't know, man. There's a lot of stuff, but see, the thing is, like, everyone's talking about, like, oh, it's a Netflix cover, but like,
it's a Netflix add-on.
It's very
for $7 a month.
Yeah, it's very specialized. Disney Plus is very specialized. It's not like Netflix is like a little bit of everything, and Disney's not gonna go do a fucking like Coen Brother movies and shit like that.
No, they're not. Because I think it's been confirmed there will be no rated R content on Disney Plus.
Yeah, that's our whole thing.
Yeah, it's like you're not going to see anything of. You'll never see Deadpool. Yeah, they technically control that now. They have that movie in their library, but you'll never see that on.
Maybe they'll throw that.
Once Upon a Deadpool.
Yeah. I was saying because that's a PG-13.
That is PG and 13. Yes. So maybe Once Upon a Deadpool will show up at some point. On Disney Plus. But like you always tort maybe it'll be on Hulu because Hulu they can do all the swearing and the fucking and the killing that we so desire. Yeah. All those 20th Century Fox, all the aliens and all that stuff's gonna wind up on Hulu. Yeah. Because you can get Hulu bundled in with your Disney Plus. That's where all your R-rated content will be. If you do that crazy Hulu Disney Plus ESPN bundle, you get your sports violence. You get your violence on Hulu, and then you get your family time on Disney Plus. But I get we should just lead off with the biggest motherfucker that the trailer knocked me on my fucking ass. The Mandalorian. We've been hearing about this for a long time now. I think didn't they announce this like 2 years ago?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm sure, but I wasn't announced to be the Disney Plus thing, or because it's a TV show they're developing.
Yeah, because I remember hearing Jon Favreau was involved like a while back.
Yeah, he's been involved, and we didn't know in what capacity. Oh, it's a TV show. What network? Where's it going to be? Oh, it's going to apparently be on Disney Plus. And they showed that first trailer. Yeah, dude. I fucking had chills going down my spine. That felt like I was watching the Good, the Bad, and the Jedi. Yeah. I mean, fucking hell, dude.
He chops that dude in half.
Man, that was the smoothest, coldest shit I've ever seen. Blasted that dude through the fucking ground. Was pulling. Oh no, he pulls the dude through the door and then he shoots the door so the door. Cacao. That's some cold ass shit.
Yeah. I love the fact too that you see like a bunch of criminals frozen in carbonite. Like they got that. Like, oh, that was a good idea. We should do that.
That was good. So I'm guessing during the panels they probably did a timeline thing because they show that that Rogue One Cassian Andor show that takes place before Rogue One. Because spoilers, Cassian Andor dies just like everyone fucking else in that fucking movie.
But this one takes place like shortly after Return of the Jedi.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's like less than a year after Return of the Jedi, and they're just kind of dealing with the fact that like
There is no or the Empire.
Well, it's kind of interesting too because it's because Return of the Jedi ended with this a big celebration, but essentially it's we just took down the government of the universe.
Yeah, fuck the police, fuck the police, fuck them. Now what's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen? Yeah,
yeah, that is very. But oh man, and I love that the only person who had any lines was fucking weirdo independent movie director turned actor Werner Herzog.
Yeah. He's that weird old man. It's
bounty hunting.
Yeah. And did you hear who the droid is?
Who's the droid?
Yeah, the real thin droid.
The fucking IG-88 spinner doing the 360 no scope that's gonna get all the Fortnite and those first-person shooter kids really hard. Yeah. Who?
He's doing the motion capture and the voice.
Who?
Taika Waititi.
You're fucking kidding me. Because a couple of my coworkers went to D23 and they were showing me photos, and I'm like, oh, what was Taika doing there? Is he gonna direct an episode? He's voicing the fucking IG-80 whatever. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be IG-88. I'm sure it was. See, I'm kind of a deep Star Wars fucking nerd, so I know that's an IG model. Usually, the one that everyone knows is the one from Empire Strikes Back. It's IG-88. Just stands like there's a bunch of pipes and fucking tubes.
I think it's IG something 11 or something that I was reading. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But he's gonna direct some of the episodes.
Fucking Taika. I mean, he's voicing that role. He's his wisecracking sidekick. He's gonna be blowing people's heads off in the smoothest way possible.
With a
holy shit.
New Zealand accent.
The New Zealand accent. Fucking Taika. Yeah. The guy has his paws and everything, and I'm happy about it. Nah, but that show is just take my money. Mm-hmm. Just fucking take my goddamn money. I showed it to my wife, and she was like, "Yep, this is cool." Yeah. She also agreed that this was really fucking cool.
Yeah, no, it's really good, man. I don't know how true this figure is, but did you read that every episode the budget was $15 million?
I mean, look at that trailer! Yeah. Fuck yeah, I believe every episode is fucking $15 million. It's gonna be the most expensive 44 minutes, or if they are like a full hour. I don't even know how long each episode is gonna be.
They're probably gonna go close to an hour, and probably the last couple episodes will be over an hour. That's how all these streaming companies do it now. So
they do the hour or whatnot. We're not moving on the screen, so that has me slightly concerned. I hope people can still hear us. Okay, there we go.
There we go. Yeah.
If we were frozen, sorry.
Yeah.
But man, I was just insane all the shots of the ship, dude. Yeah. Oh my Lord. Oh my sweet baby Jesus. I was freaking out of my mind. Yeah. Oh, Scott here, we have a comment. Do you think Jai will be disappointed? Yes. Jai is always disappointed.
He's that Star Wars guy.
He's a Star Wars guy, but he doesn't like women. I mean, did I say that out loud? Yes, I did. He's not a fan of what's that negative term that they always say about
Mary Sue?
Mary Sue. He's not a fan of Mary Sue Ray, so I'm sure Jai will be very unhappy. Yeah. I'm sure he was quite unhappy because was it Sunday night they did the whole reveal? They did a quick 20 seconds of footage of the movie. Of the Rise of Skywalker. I saw it. I saw the freaking flip phone lightsaber.
Well, there's a whole other
What do you mean?
They did a whole trailer.
Yeah, they don't. It started with the freaking the old stuff, and they showed them fighting on the ocean. It looked like they're fighting on the ocean. Mm-hmm. You saw everybody looking at this cool town. You saw Leia for a hot second. Yeah, I saw that. I watched it. They posted that on the internet this morning.
So everyone's talking about Rey with the double side lightsaber. I want to talk about evil C-3PO. What is going on?
That happened so quickly I didn't even notice it. I'm gonna be honest. I've seen stills of it everywhere.
Yeah.
C-3P kill.
Yeah.
Fuck it, hey.
I was like, what is going on here?
You put on that red arm. That red arm is murder. Red Rom. Red Rom. But, I see Ryan Rios is watching. Oh man, I wish I could have hung out with you, Ryan. I was trying to get myself over there to D23. I don't think I would have been able to.
No.
I have a pregnant wife to take care of.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have been able to sneak away, even if it was work related.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have been able to sneak away, take care of my pregnant wife. But I want to be there with you, buddy. I want to be there because that's where my friend Ryan Rios he works with Disney a lot. I got to meet him at D23 in 2013. I worked with him because he was helping out all the booths, and it was really cool. And we became friends. We go to UCLA football games. He's a really awesome. Many of the posters that you saw at my old apartment were because of him.
Oh, nice.
he was my poster hookup. Yeah. He was the guy. Apparently, Scott is confused with the Rise of the Skywalker story. You know what? I'm glad that we've gotten absolutely nothing. Yeah. We have no fucking clue. Executive producer Sam Zia, I love his theory is that Emperor Palpatine, that's Rey's father.
Yeah.
He sowed his seed across the universe.
You know the funny thing is that a lot of people are freaking out over that whole Dark Ray thing. But it's Star Wars, right? It could easily just be a vision, or like it could be
like we have had each one of these movies has had some sort of psychedelic vision of like some force vision thing. Yeah. So it could be like she's confronting her dark side self in her own brain or something. Yeah. Who knows?
It goes back to like,
or it's a clone.
What was it? Was it Empire when Luke goes in the tree and kills Vader? Yeah. And he knocks his head off and then
it opens up. It's Luke's inside the suit. Yeah. Oh, it's
I don't know.
People, I don't know. Wild speculation, of course. Everyone, I think our mantra here on the show: everyone just relax and just watch it when it comes out. I mean, we can speculate till the cows come home. Yeah. But yeah, Rise of Skywalker.
But they're going really heavy now. All this Star Wars stuff, man. Like because all that speculation was like, oh, they're going to cut down because of the angry fans. And it's like, oh
nope.
No, we're going
doubling down. A fucking Obi Wan Kenobi show. I guess it was going to be a movie, but I guess it's going to be a show.
It's going to be a show, yeah.
Oh, honestly, I'm even happier about that. Yeah. Because going back, I remember rewatching freaking. I think I forgot when it was when I rewatched freaking 2 and 3. Oh no, I wanted. God, which one? I watched 2 and 3, episode 2 and 3, and Ewan McGregor was really fucking good, especially like the older Kenobi. Yeah. He's fucking good. He is like, for me, he's like the lone bright spot in like the okayness of those movies. Yeah. Like he's just so committed to being Obi-Wan. He is the Jesus. Yeah. It's like I someday hope just to put up a picture of just Obi-Wan and just surround it with like rosary and like confuse people and think, oh, it's the Jesus. It's like you see on the internet all the time. Yeah. Share this picture of Jesus Christ. It's fucking Obi-Wan. I fucking love. And so I'm so happy that we're getting Obi-Wan. He's back because I remember it was supposed to be a movie every year. They're gonna do a chapter movie and a fucking origin movie or whatever. That was slated to be
Boba Fett thing and
Boba Fett and something else and then it was gonna be Obi-Wan.
But now we're getting Star Wars, Avatar, Star Wars, right? Like, that's the plan.
Yeah, like every other year, Star Wars and Avatar, Star Wars and Avatar. Who knows? William right here has a really good fan theory right here. If they do go with clone, that's a Rey clone, they should have that our Rey is the clone and she was discarded and left on Jakku. I like your theory because if you go into the expanded universe, Emperor Palpatine. You love clones. Yeah. You love clones. Yeah. You love making clones. You make clones and clones and clones. Not just the clone army that we had to execute Order 66. More than just that. Yeah. Because his dark Sith magic, he had to move from body to body later on. Like if you read like when at the end of Return of the Jedi when Darth Vader was like and he freaking Frankenstein's freaking Palpatine, like his evil essence survives in Dark Empire and goes into he has a bank of clones of himself, but like because it's evil, dark magic, he burns the clone ages rapidly. He gets into it, it's a fucking teenager, and by the end of the day, it's a fucking old man. And he has to constantly, the spell is weaker and weaker each time he burns the clone, so he's trying to get Luke because he wanted to possess Luke. And take his young body. These writers, man, these dark. It's like I'm kind of glad that we didn't get Dark Empire as these 7, 8, 9 because it was a wacky comic book story. If you ever like go find the Dark Horse trade paperbacks of Dark Empire and Dark Empire 2. It's some wacky shit. It's like wow. It's like if you just want to get stoned and like read some crazy fucking Star Wars fan fiction. And the crazy thing was, it technically wasn't fan fiction. It was all approved. Yeah. They had to submit it all to old Lucas films, and they'd go through it like, okay, this is fine. It's like whatever day they decided to kill Chewbacca in the expanded universe, but they redacted that shit. Yeah.
Well, that's all not canon anymore.
Yeah. All that stuff is redacted. They've been reintroducing elements, like in the Star Wars Rebels, they reintroduced Grand Admiral Thrawn, which was everyone like. That was the biggest expanded universe character. This guy Timothy Zahn created. He wrote these books, and the books were converted into comics, and then they were like, "Oh, this guy's fucking crazy pants." It's gonna be nuts. But and then like I said, that Kenobi show is gonna take place like right after Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi. No. The other way around.
Sorry, Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith, yeah.
Because my coworker said the exact same thing, and I corrected him. And now that was programmed in my brain. Take place right after Revenge of the Sith, and just hanging out on the fucking
That'd be cool,
dirt.
Because they Vincent and Aaron did a little bit of that in the current Star Wars book.
Oh, really?
Like, they were doing this thing like after every arc, they would do like a one-shot Kenobi story, and it was just him kind of like dealing with the crime on Tatooine. Like he was just like. He was dealing with the rise of the Hutts and all that stuff. And it was pretty interesting. Like they really show like him doing shit, but he couldn't like out himself. So he was just like, "Oh, I'm just an old hermit and this and that."
My crazy old wizard.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool, and it was just like this whole like Jabba
Ben Kenobi, right?
Yeah, and then Jabba was like stealing freaking water or some shit. It was like a whole thing.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Okay.
Yeah.
They can adapt that kind of stuff into this Obi Wan show. I'd be totally down because even with the Clone Wars, Obi Wan Kenobi, and all that stuff, like he was fucking cool and badass.
Yeah.
Give me more. I'm always for more of good things.
Yeah. I mean, and then but then the cartoons are canon now too, right?
Oh yeah, the Star Wars Rebels, yeah.
Oh, because like, oh man, you can't do Darth Maul because they did that in the.
Hey man, they're going back in time.
I guess.
They ended Darth Maul. See, that's the fluidity, man. There's my favorite quote from True Detective season 1? Time is a flat circle.
Yeah.
They killed Darth Maul at the end of Rebels.
Yeah.
But then he's alive during fucking Solo. But that was fucking so many. They brought him back for Solo. So there's that whole space.
Yeah.
Because Rebel, actually, it was pretty badass. Like where fucking Darth Maul like crawls his way back and he's fucking like gets to the fucking Tatooine. He finds Obi-Wan. They have like not even really a discussion. Pull out their fucking lightsabers. And he just splits him. He just splits him in half again.
He's like, I'm good at that.
It's
I chop off stiff legs all the time.
It's what he does. It's what he does. The volume is a bit low. I don't know which mic is it. Is it going from here, from there? Who knows? I will try to enunciate into the microphone over here. Scott is telling us that the volume is low. So, aside from all the Star Wars stuff, they were announcing all kinds of other things too. They gave more like plot synopsis for all those shows that they confirmed at Comic-Con. Like they showed the WandaVision. There was character. I was very surprised that they're going to be popping up in who was it? I don't know if you can recollect better than I can.
It was what's the name? Freaking Agent Wu from Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah,
he's going to be in it.
Yeah,
and then Kat Dennings' character's coming back.
Exactly. That's the other one that confused me. I'm like, what's she doing back? Is she going to say Mew Mew some more?
But yeah, she's gonna be in it, and then was it?
They're giving everybody jobs.
And then I guess they're bringing Catherine Hahn into the show.
Right.
And they cast her. They haven't said who she's playing.
Huh. Interesting.
The thing that was really interesting was is it the Falcon and Winter Soldier show?
Mm-hmm. They're adding Zemo to that show, right?
Yeah. Well, they had announced that at Comic-Con, but then that show. I kind of dig that show on AMC, that Lodge 49. Like that main guy, he's playing freaking a U.S. agent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I saw that they said that.
Yeah.
Freaking whatever, John Walker?
John Walker, yeah, he's playing John Walker.
John Walker, U.S. agent. Oh, boy.
Well, because I guess they released the kind of the premise of that show is going to be that the U.S. government isn't happy that the Cap just handed over the mantle to Falcon, because Falcon's technically still a criminal. Because
technically speaking, yes, he was one of the ones that was.
They're on the run, and so like it's like a whole thing, and I guess Zemo was trying to like take advantage of that.
I bet William Hurt's character will show up for like an episode.
Oh yeah, he's got
he'll show up as a hologram.
This is bullshit.
This is bullshit. We have to go after these fucks. Yeah. We can cuss here, right? Oh shit, we can't.
No, we can't.
Goddamn PG-13.
Well, yeah, so then they're bringing Sharon Carter into that show. She's gonna be a regular cast member on that.
Oh,
show.
really?
Yeah.
Because I saw it. Is it going to be in that What If that they're doing Captain Britain? But it's like it's Peggy Carter got the super soldier serum instead of Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
So she was Captain Britannia.
Well, it's funny because the pictures they got leaked for that first episode. So she gets the super soldier serum, and then Howard Stark builds Steve an Iron Man suit.
Ha! That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I like that. That makes me laugh.
Well.
That's pretty good. I think immediately after that was announced, a friend of mine, she's a Disney bounder, a cosplayer. She stayed up all night making a Captain Britain outfit.
Oh, nice.
She posted on Instagram. No, I didn't spend all night. I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep at all. I went to Michael's and I made this as fast as I could.
That's funny.
She literally made a Captain Britain dress and suit or whatever, just in a shield.
Nice.
With the British logo on it. And I was like, priceless.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool, man.
And then they announced. Yeah, that's right. They saved some announcements for even though they shot the big proverbial Marvel load at Comic-Con. They saved some stuff out of it. She-Hulk, which was a very cool for me, as long as if it's in the spirit of the Dan Slott book that came out. Moon Knight.
Yeah,
that's another wow.
That's something that people have been asking for a while though, because I think when the whole Netflix thing was happening, that was one of the rumored.
If that had continued.
Yeah.
Huh. Apparently Ryan can give me a code for Disney Plus for $140 for 3 years, but I need to use it by September 2nd. Oh shit. Founder Circle. I might have to hit you up on that, Mr. Ryan Rios. I'll let you know. I'll text you after the show, buddy. And the Moon Knight, and then because it looked like if Netflix had continued the relationship with Marvel, or Marvel, however that divorce happened.
Yeah. That was one of the rumored shows, and
they just moved development over to
the Disney Plus. I'm really interested about that one because that was always one of my I'm a big fan of offbeat Marvel characters, and that's one of my favorite characters.
Especially when he's written by a crazy person like Warren Ellis, probably.
So I'm a little curious what version of Moon that they're gonna use. Are they gonna go traditional? He has the personality of the soldiers in his head. Are they gonna go the weird Warren Ellis one where he literally had three different superhero personalities? Or are they gonna go, where he fights werewolves? Who knows?
Werewolf by night. He fights werewolf by night all the time. Yeah, because I remember I think as a kid that they went with kind of the kind of plain ass fighting the occult Moon Knight, and then when Stephen Platt was drawing it, they made it really popular for 5 minutes. Yeah. Back in the mid '90s. Yeah. I remember Moon Knights were really expensive for a little while because Platt was drawing them. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at the pretty art. And then Ms. Marvel, Kamala Khan getting her own show.
See, that one's really interesting too, because I'm wondering how they're gonna go about that, because they're distancing themselves from everything from the ABC type shows. Are they gonna keep her in Inhuman because they had that Inhuman show that tanked really bad, or are they gonna tie it into the Eternals now? Which I think you could.
I guess because that was the other announcement, because they announced. The man who knows nothing, Jon Snow, Kit Harington, he's going to be a part of the Eternals movie as Dane Whitman, who's better known to comic book nerds as the Black Knight.
The Black Knight.
Which, I don't know what's going to happen in this Eternals movie. Yeah. We have way more questions than we have answers, and I feel like even after the first teaser trailer, we're still going to be okay. Yeah. I don't know. I know very little about the Eternals, and I feel like we're all going to get an education when that movie comes out.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. I think they're really gonna play this the way they did Guardians, where not to, like you said, they're not going to know anything about this, so they can just kind of
whatever they want. Yeah.
Because the freaking Ajax, who Salma Hayek is playing in the movie, it's a dude in the comic.
Yeah. It's play fast and loose.
So
make it fun.
Yeah.
So they made all those announcements, and so there's a lot of Marvel content coming to Disney Plus, and then there's a bunch of other Disney content, the A Lady and the Tramp live action movie, which I thought because. We've gone on funny tangents here, making fun of the fact that you're going to just live action everything. Yeah. I think they really are.
Yeah.
Because A Lady and the Tramp live action. Hello, Judy.
Especially with Disney Plus now. I mean, there's going to be stuff they're going to make just because, fuck it, we can just make it.
So but my half all the stuff I was joking about a month ago, it might actually happen. We might get a live action what's the one? It's on top of my brain. We get Emperor's New Groove. We might get a live action Emperor's New Groove. I don't know.
Yeah.
Live action Aristocats to make my wife incredibly happy. I don't know. These are things that could happen now in this world that we live in.
Especially the Disney Plus thing, man. It's like anything now. It's like
anything.
They're already getting the money. I mean, the money's already there.
The money's already there.
Yeah.
Was it another one that's gonna make my wife very happy? There's like Questions with Forky, like the little Fork character from Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4. He's gonna get his own show. It's like a bunch of shorts. Yeah. Of like they're gonna ask. He asks questions.
Yeah.
He's gonna ask questions, and I'm sure it's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Freaking Tony Hale, freaking Buster Bluth is gonna have a little fun with that.
No, yeah.
And Jeff Goldblum is gonna get his own show.
Yeah.
The World According to Jeff Goldblum.
It's just him just doing stuff, right?
It's just him being quirky ass, weird, freaking Jeff Goldblum as he does.
Yeah.
I'm sure after his stellar work in Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor Ragnarok. Yeah, they're just gonna be like, hey, do whatever you want. Yeah. You're weird.
And people will like you.
I have several female friends who would just like fall at his feet and then worship the ground he walks on.
That's weird, man.
It's gonna be intense. All this stuff. There's so much stuff, and I feel like the internet went down on my laptop, so I was trying to look up everything that was announced.
Yeah, I mean, I watched a couple trailers. They have I think it's the worst titled show ever. But they have like a High School Musical thing that's like
High School Musical, the series, the movie, the TV show, or something like that, right?
It's High School Musical, the series, right?
Wow, that's even worse than what I came up with.
And so we watched the trailer for it because I was just like, "What is this?" Right? It's kind of interesting. I can see the demographic they're going for is so basically what it is. It's a mockumentary about. The high school that the original movies were shot in, putting on a production of High School Musical, but it's shot like very like The Office, so it's going for that crowd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
because there was a lot of different stuff that was being shown and being announced for this service. They're trying to hit everything.
The other one that we're like, me and John were like, this is weird. This is kind of fascinating. They have a show called Encore. It's coming up, and it's basically a reality show. And it's hosted by Kristen Bell.
Okay.
And so the premise of the show is they go out and they find these people that were they did like big productions when they were in high school, and they find them now, and they're gonna like redo those productions.
That is so awkward.
Yeah, right. And it's one of those shows that's gonna like be like the tearjerker type show because in the trailer they showed that this guy who he did Oklahoma in high school, and they showed video of it, and he's like dancing around, he's got the cowboy hat on. And they showed him now, and he's in a wheelchair now.
Oh, come on!
So I was like, oh, man, really?
That's not cool. I was like, all right, there, Joanna, helping us out here. They're doing a Cruella de Vil live-action movie?
Or something.
Something. But I saw the image of it.
Emma
Stone is playing Cruella de Vil. So that's another thing that's happening.
Yeah.
Something else I just remembered. A friend of mine, Matt, is I'm sure the only reason he's subscribed to Disney Plus. They're doing an unscripted Muppet show.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
they're really delivering a shitload of things.
That's the thing. Like when we, cause they released a trailer for Disney Plus, and it starts off with the Muppets, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot they own the Muppets. Like,
they've had control of the Muppets for a good while now.
Yeah, and the one thing that I'm really excited about though is in that trailer for Disney Plus, they use footage from Tron Legacy. So,
please, I don't really ask for much, but if I can get that third Tron movie,
that's what I'm saying. Like they have.
I'm only wearing a Tron shirt right now, or all the goddamn time. I only wear a Tron hoodie every day during the fall.
That's what I'm saying. Like they have the money there now, so I think there's a good chance we might get some Tron stuff.
I hope so. Oh my! See, you just triggered something else in my brain. Because in the pre-show, I was thinking, my coworkers who went to D23, they said, "Oh, there's gonna be like so many episodes of shows or whatever." Yeah. I even dropped a joke for our buddy Patrick, who's like he fucking loves Even Stevens. Like, I hope for his sake, fucking Even Stevens is on that shit. Like, and I was saying I want fucking the Disney afternoon. Yeah. I gotta have the fucking Disney. I need fucking Darkwing Duck. Yeah. I need DuckTales OG. I mean, the new show's good too. Yeah. But I need that OG fucking shit. I need my Tailspin, Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. I need all that stuff. But you just reminded me. There was that Tron show that they did on Disney XD, which was really fucking good and never got a release on fucking home entertainment at all. And maybe they've been sitting on this shit for fucking years, because I was talking about that today, where like, because I was talking about the Disney Afternoon stuff, and I was so pissed because they only released like maybe like 2 or 3 volumes of DuckTales, 1 or maybe 2 volumes of Darkwing Duck, 1 volume of Tailspin. Like they only did like a couple of volumes, and then they just stopped because it wasn't worth it. It wasn't financial, but they've been sitting on all this shit because maybe they've been thinking. I mean, I'm sure they've been planning this fucking Netflix takeover or anti-Netflix for a very long time.
Yeah.
And now they're pulling it off, and I'm like, oh, please, let that Tron Uprising. It was so fucking good. I really wish we had gotten the second fucking season. Maybe we will now. They need content.
Yeah.
Fucking Bruce Boxleitner is still alive.
Yeah.
He can still show up and be the voice of Tron, motherfuckers. There's so many possibilities. Oh, wow. I can imagine like really hardcore Disney nerds are losing their goddamn minds at the possibilities that could possibly happen with all this nonsense.
Yeah, and it was funny because it wasn't until like they showed in the trailer, I was like, oh shit, they do have Tron.
Yeah, they do have Tron.
And they refused to do anything with it. But
no, as I think I've said maybe a dozen times on this show, we can blame Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
No, not the attraction, the George Clooney movie that did not make. I think it barely broke even. And that told Disney, science fiction sucks.
Yeah.
Stop all science fiction movies. Don't reboot Flight of the Navigator. Don't do that third Tron movie, even though the second Tron movie did well.
Yeah.
It didn't do awesome. It did well.
Yeah.
It made a lot of money. I'm sure, especially overseas. I'm sure it killed overseas. They gave that fucking awesome Tron ride to fucking China.
Yeah.
I wish we had that Tron ride here, but they have it. We're gonna get one in Orlando. Apparently, that's what my old buddy Trent told me all that. Oh, there'll be one in Orlando. I'm like, well, at least I won't have to fly out of the country, fly to China to ride that ride. Oh man, so many possibilities with this nonsense. I will hand them my money over. Here, you can have my money. Take my money, please. I personally, I'd be willing to toss. I was telling Rosa last night, I'd be willing to toss in for that ESPN. Not for sports, my friend.
For the documentaries.
For the docu-fucking-mentaries. Yeah. All those 30 for 30s, because there's been so many times in my life where I've almost bought those box sets. They have those big old DVD or Blu-ray box sets of those 30 for 30 movies. Yeah. They're so good. They're really good. These amazing documentaries. There's one thing those ESPN fucks can do. They can put together a fucking package of old footage mixed in with interviews, mixed in with fucking headlines, from these old things that, newspapers. Yeah. Or magazines. Yeah. The 30 for 30 series. Like, all these people, like, I see all these nerds shitting on that bundle. Like, oh, I want Hulu and Disney Plus, but I don't want ESPN. Yeah. You know what? You can learn some shit. There's a lot of nerdy shit going on over there. Yeah, there's some really good documentaries covering on it. It's not a wide range of things. It's pretty, and a lot of like social stuff too. It's not just sports. Yeah, it's really interesting. Like I think one of the most interesting ones is the one about the OJ chase. Because literally that day there was a big basketball game. The NBA Finals was going on. They preempted the basketball game. Like it was in a little box, and then they saw the OJ chase took over.
That's funny.
The NBA Finals was put on delay because we had to watch OJ drive his fucking...
Make a run for it.
Make a run for it. Well, actually, it was a good old AC was driving. Yeah. Al Collins, his running back mate. It's the fullback to his halfback. Yeah. Was plowing a hole for him. All this stuff come out. I'm sure there's more that I can't even remember. Because I tried to do research. I actually was busy at work today, so I was like, oh, cool, I'm gonna do my research today. Yeah. I'm gonna get in front of the laptop at work. I'm gonna write down all this stuff. I'm like, nope, didn't have time. I was busy at work, and then I had to drive over here. And I'm like, all right, I'll just fucking improvise here. And laptop's not connected to the internet. No, the phones are set up. I can't do quick research. Fuck everything. But yeah, this is nuts. Yeah. All the stuff they announced in the lacrosse Friday to Sunday, it's impressive. Yeah. On top of every movie except Song of the South. I had to hold back from making that joke at work because I didn't think that my coworkers would have gotten the joke. No. It's like but apparently all the classics, like all the signature movies, like from Snow White to fucking...
Yeah, was it the section, right? The Bolts. It's like the Disney Bolts.
Yep. Yeah. All that stuff's going to be available day one.
That's crazy, man.
They're not going to freaking WWE network it and just let's just put it out eventually.
Yeah.
Let's spread it out. No, they're gonna put all the big stuff out first.
Yeah, and like what's it? I think like the Alien Trap movie, the Mandalorian. All
That's day one.
Day one, man. That's crazy.
I wonder if High School the musical.
That's
That's a day one thing.
Possibility.
Because the coworker showed me on his phone. He took a shitload of photos while they were there. They actually got good seats for one of the panels. So they was right there up in the shit, taking photos. And they look intense, like the High School Musical. They looked like they made a big deal about that.
Yeah, I saw a video where they had like a band, a marching band, that come through, right? Yeah.
Like that appeals to the other, like the younger demographic or the people, because it's a strong franchise for them.
Oh yeah,
There's a shitload. At my job, there's a shitload of video games that came out back in that era.
Frances was in that age bracket where like when those movies were out, she was all over that, man.
Yeah,
so it was a huge thing for a while.
They had 3 of them.
Yeah. And that gave us Zac Efron.
That did give us Zac Efron. They tried to give us more than that, but the rest of them were sent off. No. Go back.
Was it? Yeah.
I don't even know their names. I know one of them. Like,
is it Vanessa Hudgens?
Oh yeah, that's right.
She was on that, right? She was in.
All I know is that the blonde girl wound up being like a prostitute on Sons of Anarchy. And I was like, how the mighty have fallen. Or maybe it's just the whole anti-Disney thing. Like, I'm a Disney girl. F you. Look at me being anti-Disney girl now. Just like that. That one girl just gonna be she was on that religious show on the WB, and she went on she was trying to get fired from that show.
Yeah.
She did all kinds of crazy shit.
And now she's insane. Yeah.
She's raising kids with Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
She's saying crazy things on the internet like you do.
Yeah, like you do.
Like you do when you're famous. That's what you do when you become famous. You just say crazy things on the internet.
Yeah. But man, that's gonna be huge, man.
It's gonna be, and I think what was great because also there was a Pixar panel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the movies coming out. It has Chris Pratt. Onward. Yeah. Chris Pratt and Tom Holland.
Yeah.
So Tom Holland was hanging out at D23. Mm-hmm. Awkward. I felt so bad for that young man, especially in light of everything that went down last week. Mm-hmm. And I think the only comment he said is like, he really doesn't know what's going on, and I love everybody 3000. It was like, oh.
But did you see that thing with Feige when he was saying that like
it was
it was never meant to be forever?
Yeah. And I you know what? It's funny because that was I think that was the mantra when the Civil War thing happened. We're like, he's in Civil War, but it's like, I think that they try to temper everyone. This is only temporary. We don't know how long this is going to go. I mean, it lasted 5 years, so
yeah,
cool. I mean, we got they got a lot of miles out of it. They got 5. They got some time out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it's not happening. It's not meant to last forever. They got 5 appearances out of it.
Yeah. I read a couple articles, but like you can never tell what's like legit or what's it's just like the one I knew was I knew it couldn't be legit. I guess I was like, this is too good to be true. It was like there was an article that came out and it was like, leaked information, right? That they had made a deal and that they were gonna do and Sony was gonna get 3 more Spider-Man movies, and then Disney was able to use like Spider-Man for 3 more movies, and they were gonna set up a whole new trilogy where he was gonna be in college, and they were like, they were gonna set it up where he meets Firestar and Iceman, and I was like, dude.
That's such a fucking troll job.
And I was like, I want that too much for that to be real. Like,
for those of you who don't understand, there used to be an amazing cartoon called Spider-Man has amazing friends. Peter Parker went to college. Met Bobby Drake and
Allison, I forgot her name.
Firestar. I forget her actual name. Well, I remember when Kurt Busey made her a big deal in that Avengers reboot.
Well, because that was the thing too. Like,
she slowly was dying from her powers.
Because she was just a character they created for that cartoon.
Yeah, and then they integrated her into the comics. Firestar. Angelica Jones? No.
Yeah, maybe.
Angelica something? Not Angelica Houston.
But she was a mutant, right? That was the whole
she was a mutant, yes. She was a mutant.
Because I guess once you graduate from Xavier's school, you go to college.
You go to college. Yeah, well, I'm a graduate now. Don't know what to do. So yeah, that would have been funny if they did like Bobby. That would have been a great way to introduce the X-Men. It's like, here's Bobby Drake. He can freeze shit.
Hey, have you ever seen the first episode of that cartoon?
No.
Where they show how they met. It's so weird. Like it's so awkward. Like it's like they should kind of like Firestar's kind of into Peter Parker, but like Bobby Drake's like, oh no, that's my girl, or whatever, right? So then she's like he shakes Peter Parker's hand, and he's like starts freezing him. And then Firestar, she grabs his other hand and she like warms him up and he's like, "What's going on?
I don't know what's happening."
And there's this great bit where like, cause in the cartoon, they were living in Aunt May's house, right?
Because they're going to Empire State University.
Yeah. So they were like dorming in Aunt May's. But they had that thing where they would push they pull a little statue and the crime lab would open up, right?
Crime lab.
So they actually explained it in the first episode. Peter goes to take pictures at some science exhibit with the works of Tony Stark. And the Beetle shows up to try to steal shit. And so the three of them save the day. And Tony Stark's like, you know what, guys? I'm going to hook you guys up.
I'm going to get you guys a crime lab.
I'm going to install it in this old lady's house. Right?
It was this random old lady's house. Don't know why. Wink, wink, wink. See, Peter's been getting Tony's help for a long time.
Yeah.
It's funny because it wasn't on that show where like Iceman would like freeze himself and like freaking Firestar would blast him out.
No, he put himself on a block of ice and he'd break out of it. He'd break out of it.
And then wouldn't she do something?
But her whole thing was
Chris Giarusso made fun of that in the Mini Marvels.
No, she used to I don't know, it was weird. She would just like power up and then her costume would disappear.
Yeah, I just remember there was a bit in the old the Mini Marvel books that I fucking loved back in like 15 years ago when those came out.
Yeah, I felt like he would always like he'd make the freaking slide thing, and he was just like, you would think or something like he's like traveling on this thing, like doesn't it melt? Like eventually it just collapses. And, like,
he's just leaving slushies everywhere. There's like old fucking Mexican dudes running behind it with their fucking Raspado fucking carts, like, all right, vino el Iceman otra vez.
You feel like J. Jonah Jameson was like, dude, he's messing up the city.
like this ice menace. That's freezing everything. I don't care if it's 100 degrees outside. It's terrible. He's leaving ice everywhere. It turns into snow, and then slush, and then water.
Causing floods.
Floods are everywhere. Weeds are growing everywhere.
But that's such a weird team, too. Like Spider-Man and those two. Like, it just is like that.
Spider-Man is amazing friends.
But yeah,
that would have been a great trilogy. I would have been right there with you.
Yeah, I was like,
here's my money. Give me awkward Tom Holland, dumb Bobby Drake, and I'm slowly dying from my powers, Firestar.
I tell you, I read that article. The first thing I told her, I was like, no, I want this thing, but this can't be true. Like,
this can't happen. It can't be real. Yeah, that's. I think I said it last week, and I'll say it again this week because we did talk about this whole spider debacle last Wednesday. Like we'll address it here for a little bit. It's just because it's just out of hand. Yeah. Like, I think the biggest the biggest criminal in all this is journalism.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Right?
Everyone's all these like one side articles anti-Sony and anti-Disney. It's journalism is the biggest biggest villain here.
Yeah, because I think it's like this whole internet era.
Trying to get clicks.
Yeah, because it's like
making headlines and taking.
When people say stuff like, I read articles like, "Oh, can Marvel survive without Spider-Man?" Like, yeah, they have 20 odd movies,
Spidey's only been around for the last 5.
Yeah,
so.
And then it's like, can Sony survive without that? I'm like, they'll figure it out. I mean, it's just,
I mean, honestly, they did so bad that they had to go to Marvel. So, I mean, this whole collaboration has injected life into Spidey, so they could probably drag this out another 10 years, even if they do a bad job. Yeah. But the journalism on all this has been terrible. It is. You as a man of journalism, you studied it. No. You majored in it. You were the editor in chief of your local paper.
Yeah. It's pretty bad, man. Like it's like everyone's just. I think they're just reporting shit. It's just like speculation.
Yeah, it's not. There's no facts being reported.
And half of them, I don't even think it's speculation. I think it's just like, I think that this is what's happening. Like,
yeah, it's all opinion pieces that are being reported as news. Yeah. It's not news. These are op-ed pieces being posted as fact.
Because I think literally before we started, I saw an article that supposedly Sony told Marvel that they wanted to buy Spider-Man. It was going to be $10 billion. And Disney was like, nope. Like,
see that's just making shit up at this point now. Yeah, all this stuff freaking bothers me. It's like, oh, Disney's gonna buy Sony. It's like, no, they're just fucking, they're out of money from buying all this other shit.
Yeah.
They gotta recoup.
And I think we're talking about what they say, like legally, I don't think they even could buy Sony. Like it's as far as like the different, they'd have to sell off a lot of shit.
Like, yeah, like, because I think people like don't even, well, I guess if they just bought the Sony film to it, they can't just buy Sony because I don't think we're gonna want Disney branded televisions.
Yeah. At that point, you're done, right? Because at that point, they have the biggest entertainment empire, and then on top of that, you have to buy their technology to watch the, like.
I think they wouldn't be. I think logistically, it wouldn't be. I don't think they'd even want that to take on that technological arm of Sony. Like I said last week, like many times it's a very inversely like, oh, sometimes the electronics and the video games supports the movies, sometimes the movies and the stuff supports the video games and the televisions. They have so many different divisions. It's like another multinational corporation. Like, it's I don't know. It's just it's infuriating to me at this point just to even hear anything about it. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
I can't even. I don't even want to speculate. I don't want to contribute to the speculation that's going on. All I know is that the biggest loser out of this is the fans.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I think it's. I think either way. Like, I mean, you were talking about how like you didn't know that there's a lot of people that don't like that version of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So I think
that tripped me out.
Yeah. So, but I think that's the big issue too. Is like I think it's like doesn't matter what happened, you're always gonna have people bitching about something. Like.
Yeah, so many. Like on Twitter, on fucking all these Facebook groups that go on, like in general, people that we know and complete fucking strangers. There is a subdivision of people who hate the Tom Holland MCU Spider-Man. I don't know if it's because they hate some. Like I think some people maybe they just hate Disney.
Yeah.
And other people just don't like that he was Iron Man's sidekick. And I'm just like, they're like I'm a real Marvel fan, and this isn't my Spider-Man. It's like there's a lot of different Spider-Man. Like I don't think you've been reading the comics where like he was almost a spider. Yeah. And some crazy old man kept telling him that he was the living embodiment of a spider and all this bullshit. Like, I don't think you were reading those books. Those books made me stop reading Spider-Man. You crazy ass Straczynski writing that stupid ass shit. No, it's like, no, dude, it's all fiction. Yeah. And it's all, I mean, you know what? I'm not begrudging these people. Not like, if they don't like Tom Holland Spider-Man, sorry. Okay, I'm not going to tell you to like him. Yeah. If it's not your cup of tea, wow. But the fervor and the fire that came out of some of these people, like, good. Like, I want the Sam Raimi style Spider-Man. I'm like, if that's how you want to live your life, cool. I'm happy that we got this Tom Holland Spider-Man. Yeah. Because despite all these other people's claims, I feel like this was, like, in my opinion, in my view, through my prism, this was the best representation of Spider-Man. And it was a very modernized, kind of like another, it was like a second Ultimate Spider-Man, where, like, Ultimate Spider-Man, Peter Parker was like, oh, that was a reboot that modernized, and then, like, 15 years later, we got another one in a more modern, like, oh, if a kid today, if a 15-year-old kid got bit by a radioactive spider, what would Peter Parker be like now? And I felt that was like, that's what this got across. Mm-hmm. In my view, it's another Spider-Man. Yeah. It felt like, oh, he nailed what I think he nailed the spirit of what Stan Lee was trying to do. It's a kid who has powers and he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Yeah. Yeah. Or like those the Sam Raimi ones were just kind of like, hey, I have powers. Look, I'm a perfect Spider-Man now.
No, he was fucking up a lot. Like, he was really fucking up a lot.
What? The only thing he was fucking up was Go Web.
No, like, I don't think he was a perfect... no, you're exaggerating that point there.
He, like, suddenly knew how to swing.
No, it took a while. They did a montage. They set it up.
You do learn in a montage. You gotta fuck up a bunch because you're gonna learn in a montage.
But I mean, I kind of see their point of like how Sony did go a little too far into the MCU with these movies. Like they made the MCU way like. I never even thought about it until once it's gone. You realize like, oh yeah, they can't do this, and that anymore.
Yeah.
Like, and
there's a lot of things that can't happen now.
And it was like, I think that would they probably shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have put him too much into the MCU.
Yeah.
Like, make him dependent on it.
I agree with you. That was a point that I made in my head, and I forgot to write it down. Because, if Feige says, if this was always going to be temporary, I think either they were going to try to bully something like that. They should have either not made him as important, or they were trying to bully somebody by making him the focal point. Oh, you can't take him back now.
Yeah.
He's too important.
Yeah.
And then Sony called their fucking bluff.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, fucking 1990s fucking Marvel fucked up.
Yeah.
No, I read the entire story. Like, was it because they had sold the rights to Spider-Man like early on to Caracolo Pictures or whatever, and that wound up at Fox. Mm-hmm. But Fox didn't make a movie, so it reverted back to Marvel, not Disney. It was still OG Marvel, and then they sold it to Sony, but arrogantly, I don't know who was in charge in 90 whatever, like 97 or 98 when that went down. They arrogantly thought, they're not going to succeed. Fuck it. Like, as long as you can keep cranking out movies, sure, you can have it forever.
Yeah.
And they arrogantly thought, they're not going to keep making the movie every 3 years. Whoops.
Yeah.
And now they have it in perpetuity until Sony decides to hand it back.
Yeah.
Whoops. Yeah. So it was old decisions coming back to haunt Marvel, and now Disney's need to control and greed everything is now being. They have to live with old Marvel's decisions.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't know. No,
people don't do research. They just see a few tweets and then complain.
Mm-hmm. And there was
it's all Sony's fault. It's all Disney's fault. It's like, it's history's fault.
Yeah.
It's a series of bad decisions that led us here.
There was this great set of memes. It was like the death of Green Goblin in the first movie, where he's like, it has Green Goblin and it says Disney. And he's like, I've been like a father to you, and he's like, no, you're not. Or as in the freaking the glider hits him, but the glider it says like, it says Spider-Man in the MCU, and he's like, no, all right. And then as he's dying, Norman tells him, he's like, don't tell the Marvel fanboys. And then they show Spider-Man taking Norman's body back, and then Harry's like, it says Marvel fanboy. He's like, what did you do? Like, what did you do? Yeah. What did you do? I don't know how to deal with people about this sort of nonsense. It's just they made like I said, they made him too important, and I think they played a very dangerous game of chicken. Yeah. And lost. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean,
short of a miracle of like, you know what? Let's all make money. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna happen.
That's the biggest problem with these big corporations. They don't think like that. They don't think like, let's just all make money. Like, no. Like,
they don't understand the proverb, a rising tide raises all ships. Like, hey, this like. It's independent of each other. Like it was healthy. Like I think a lot of people went to go see Venom ignorantly, not knowing it wasn't part of the MCU. Yeah. And I feel a lot of people went to go see Far From Home because of all the shit from Endgame. Yeah. I even told you before it came out, like, it's gonna be just like Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 wasn't that great of a movie, but because it was the very next movie right after the first Avengers movie, a fuck ton of people wanted to go watch it because they want to continue the story. Yeah. And that movie made $1 billion when, honestly, Iron Man 3 should not have made $1 billion. I liked that movie, but that was not $1 billion movie. Yeah. No, sir. No, thank you. So, and then Far From Home benefited from that way. And it wasn't even that long. It was like, 3 months later?
Something like that, yeah.
July? That was like 4th of July weekend? Yeah. When did fucking Endgame come out? April, end of April? Yeah. May, June? Like in 2.5 months? Yeah. If that.
Mm-hmm. And that's the only one we're getting.
Until Black Widow next year. Yeah. It rode that wave. Yeah. And I think both sides got too fucking arrogant, man. Yeah. And they benefited from each other. Everybody made more money, but unfortunately each side wanted all of the money.
Yeah. No, yeah, and I think that's the thing when it comes down to is like the whole Disney side of it. They own 100% of the merchandising rights. I mean, and they had, and I read articles again. You don't know what's real, what's not. But like, there was a whole thing where like they absolutely were not gonna like be like, oh, you can have like a percentage of the merchandising. They were like, no, that's ours.
Yeah. Sony, when they were in trouble, freaking negotiated. If you give us money, we'll let you have the merchandising. Because like, Sony is not perfect. They have big swings up and down. If some freaking television fails or the PlayStation 5 coming out fails, like they took some major bumps during the PlayStation 3 times. Xbox came and kicked them in the dick. Yeah. They were hemorrhaging money. They were having trouble. So they're not exactly perfect as a giant whole as a whole as a corporation.
And wasn't it like the whole thing too? Was it remember right before the Spider-Man thing happened? Remember was it that they were getting hacked because of that?
The Sony hack. That's right.
Yeah, and that was like. That was the funniest thing because I remember seeing like those leaked emails. There's this one where I guess they produced the last season of Community. It was on Yahoo.
Yeah, Yahoo Screen. Remember that? That was gonna hit. That was gonna make big time. Yahoo Screen. Got Community season 6.
And
almost got to the movie.
There's this great leaked email where it was like Joe. I guess they owed Joe McHale money for something, and he sent them an email. He's like, oh, can I just get one of those 3D TVs? And they were like, all right, there you go.
That is amazing. How have I not heard this story already? Yeah. That is that's a wise move on his part because like he may be technically like losing some money, but he got something instead of nothing.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I did some research. Man, 3D has really fallen off the fucking wayside. Yeah. Disney doesn't like when I posted the picture of me buying Endgame. One of our viewers, Ryan Tanaka, was like, "Oh, was there a 3D?" I'm like, I don't think there was. Yeah. And apparently, Disney and Paramount have stopped altogether producing 3D movies on Blu-ray, or at least in America. I think in other parts of the world where 3D is still, I guess, a-okay, they still produce them. But as far as America goes, Disney and Paramount do not make 3D Blu-rays. I guess Godzilla's coming out on 3D Blu-ray, but yeah, I was like, huh. Yeah. And then like everyone's going 4K, and I guess 3D just it came at the wrong time.
Yeah. Well, that whole thing was just, it was, I remember reading there was like all bunch of different reasons for it. Part of it was like piracy, like to kind of fight piracy. Yeah. But did you hear that article about like James Cameron's claiming that the Avatar movie is going to be
3D without glasses?
Yeah. Like how? Like,
well, my friend, if I go to my car, I'll show you how with my Nintendo 3DS. But I mean, it's the screens are both moving. Instead of your eyes, or instead of,
but that doesn't work for everybody, right? Like there's people.
It's gonna fuck up some people bad.
I was gonna say, like, this doesn't work for everybody, right?
It's not working
because there's a warning on the.
As a Nintendo rep, during the time with the 3DS, when the 3DS came out, no one under 6 was allowed to demonstrate. I was like, nope, you cannot play this. I just reached down and turned off the Switch. I'm like, no, I'm sorry, you're too young for the 3D. Man, that shit could get you dizzy. Yeah. That shit could get you high. Honestly, like I really didn't play with 3D on very often. Yeah. I think the most I ever played with 3D on was like Super Mario 3D Land, where like you kind of needed the 3D because like the blocks were like, oh, where the fuck is the block? Oh, okay. Bloom, 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 bloom. It'd be like some hidden shit in 3D.
Imagine sitting in the theater for like 3 hours.
Fuck that. Fucking that is.
Because you know it's gonna be like this epic, like long ass. The first Avatar movie was fucking long, right?
Yeah. Danny Castro asked, "Did you play Virtual Boy?" Yes, I played Virtual Boy when I was a young man, and I shouldn't have. Back when they had a demo unit at Old Game Stuff, across the street from the old Comic Galaxy, they had a Virtual Boy. I played tennis, and that fucking gave me a headache. You know, internally, Nintendo, they still made fun of Virtual Boy.
Well, you know.
Apparently, the old reps had to wear, like, these vests that said Virtual Boy on them.
That's funny.
And so the Nintendo, like, at the meetings, they'd have these they'd film these skits for the award show. Yeah. It's like in between people going up and handing out awards. It was a low-grade Academy Awards. So there'd be these skits in between, and throughout the year, they'd film them. And one of the reps in Arizona, she's been around for like since the beginning. So she couldn't. She was lost in a Walmart parking lot, and she's walking. There's a skeleton with a Virtual Boy vest. I guess she still had it. And, like she held on to all of her shit, and a Virtual Boy vest. Like, oh, there's a dead rep. I remember that was quite morbid. I was like, what the hell?
Is that how they really act with dead reps?
Dead reps, you just leave them in a Walmart parking lot? Thanks, Danny, for giving me that Virtual Boy tangent right there.
That's funny.
But yeah, oh my god, I can't even with this. Yeah, 3D without glasses? No.
Yeah.
No, I don't I didn't necessarily approve of it as a Nintendo rep, and as a former Nintendo rep, I really don't approve of this 3D without glasses. Yeah, they eventually just stopped releasing 3DSs. They're just 2DSs now. They got rid of the 3D. They had a regular 2DS, and they did 2DS XL, which was basically a 3DS, but without the 3D. It's like, oh, you had all the features of a 3DS, but without the 3DS.
Honestly, I don't know anyone that owns a 3D TV.
I know one guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I know two. Oh. My friend Jonah and my friend Mac. So when I was working at Disney, I got Mac an entire duffel bag full of 3D movies. I was authorized because he worked with Disney. Mm-hmm. He was one of the production firm or publicity firms. Yeah. And they're like, all right, they need you to take you need to take a box of every 3D movie we have. I'm like, all right, cool. I went into the security area that I had all the 3D movies were locked up. Yeah. I went in there, like, got one of everything, put it in a big old box, and drove on over to North Hollywood. Here you go, Mac, for your 3D TV, to entertain people. And then I forgot what movie. I went over to Jonah's once, and I have my 3D glasses from I think it was Iron Man 2. No. Because if you went the opening weekend, you got either Iron Man or War Machine 3D glasses. And I still have those 3D glasses. And then I still have I also have my Harry Potter ones because I think it was the 5th movie. Mm-hmm. I have little Harry Potter 3D glasses. You were supposed to give them back. Fuck you! Keeping them. Danny says, have you gone? He's gone to Galaxy's Edge. Yeah. I have not. I honestly, you know what? I'm not super motivated to go to Galaxy's Edge. But I saw that the fucking Main Street Electrical Parade is back, and I'm like, I need to hit up whatever friend I still have left over there. If my friend Jennifer Achu Gesundheit is still working there, I'd be like, yo, Jen, can I get into the park? Because, all right, let's go. Story time with Dre here. I know we're fucking over, but fuck it. I always go over as a young man. My mom, she would take me and my brother to Disneyland. Yeah. Just on a whim. Once a year, once every other year. Back when it was $28 going to Disneyland.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
$28. My brother got in for free because he was little. And they had the Main Street Electrical Parade. It was like every night. Yeah. But my mom, being my mom, we never stayed past 5 o'clock. First parade wasn't until like fucking 7, 8 o'clock. Until it was dark. Yeah. Man, I always wanted to see that goddamn parade. But by the time I was old enough to buy my own, pass, they shipped it off to fucking Orlando. Yeah. Like, motherfuckers. I think at first they put it at fucking, what do you call it? The other fucking California Adventure. No. They moved it there because when California Adventure first opened, no one wanted to fucking go there. Yeah. Because it sucked. And then they moved over there, and then it was gone. They shipped it off to Orlando. I'm like, by the time I had a pass. Gonzo Bonzo. And I think literally like after I stopped getting my pass, it was like the first they brought it back. I'm like, son of a bitch, I don't have a pass anymore. They brought it back for a month.
So you've never seen it?
I have never seen the Main Street Electrical Parade. I've been obsessed ever since tiny little Dre has wanted to see the goddamn Main Street Electrical Parade. Because I thought it was the coolest shit when I was a little boy. Yeah. I don't know if it would be cool.
Nah, I don't know, man. Like,
have you seen the Main Street Electrical?
I've seen it. I've seen it recently. I saw it like a couple years ago, and I was like, I don't know why people like this so much. I was like, oh.
Maybe people need drugs.
Yeah, because I remember it.
Or is it the McRib of Disneyland?
I mean, I remember it as a kid. And then when we watched it, we saw it a couple years ago. We saw it like two, 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was recently. Like, it was like a couple years ago when I right after my rep, after the last rep job went out of business. I had to give up my annual pass. Mm-hmm. I can't afford this shit anymore.
Yeah. And we saw it a couple years ago, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But there was people like just losing their shit. Like, I was like,
oh my god, it's a electric experience.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, it's cool.
So are you trying to tell me that I'm experiencing FOMO? Or McRibism?
You might. I mean, the coolest part, like I remember, I thought it was kind of cool. Was that there's a giant Pete's dragon. And it's all lit up, whatever. And then
it sounds fucking amazing.
And then Pete's like riding it on the back, and then he's all like, because the Pete's dragon turns invisible. Mm-hmm. Does the lights turn off? And I'm like, that's cool.
That is quite clever.
Right.
I like that. That would be cool.
Yeah.
But so what you're saying I should do, I just go to the tube of you.
Yeah. There's probably a ton of videos.
I'm sure there's a lot.
Yeah.
Because what really gets me is like, they brought it back, but it's gone back for like a month.
Yeah.
It's like literal like, now through like September 30th, and then it's gone.
It's gone again. Yeah.
Fuck you. They're recycling the same commercial they did from like fucking years ago. Yeah. Like I saw the commercial last night.
Warehouse.
The Disney warehouse and all the cool shit in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
They put the one and then that song.
Yeah.
Is that just the only song that plays?
That's the only song.
It just plays over and over.
Yeah.
I think it's just because I never got to see it.
No.
I was a child.
Yeah, yeah.
Little child Dre. Back when I was a children.
I was never a boy.
I was never a boy. I was a children. Back when Dre Dynamite was a children.
Yeah.
Damn it, Dre Dynamite.
Man, if I always seen that movies, when they do a flashback and it's like, it's me, your brother, young Black Dynamite.
Yeah, it's me, your brother, young Black Dynamite. See, 3D Captain EO. I got to see.
Yeah.
I got to see 3D Captain
that, yeah.
EO. I saw that before they had to take it away because of reasons.
Reasons.
Child touching reasons.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You gotta do that for the
Allegedly, so I don't get sued.
Yeah.
I know. Allegedly. All those movies that come out, man.
Yeah, I know. Oh no, I'm not defending. I'm just saying.
You're just saying, just again. I don't end up like my favorite pro wrestler, Colt Cabana, getting sued by somebody and being fucking like, oh well, I have a podcast that makes no money.
Yeah.
I'm being sued
by
the estate of Michael Jackson.
Yeah, right.
They're a little busy keeping fucking Sonic 3 from ever coming out ever again. That's what the estate of Michael Jackson's doing. You know what you can do? You can follow us on social media. You can follow me at DreGP Podcast. That works on Facebook. That works on Twitter. That works on Instagram, where I have a brand new obsession. I am making 8-bit art with perler beads.
I saw that.
You can buy them. If you want to buy them, I will make... You send me a request, and I'll find a pattern. I will make some shit. I'm obsessed with it. It is so much fun. I'm actually really having fun, even though it's like a lot of stress on my hand. Because those little motherfuckers are light and fragile. Mm-hmm. My God.
How many did you drop?
Man, drop. Man, I fucking almost sneezed, and it was like, wow.
Yeah.
You can't breathe heavy.
Yeah.
And then, of course, one of my cats, Yogi,
he's like, fuck your shit.
Me and my wife were laughing because, like, right now, my wife, she has a temporary kind of studio set up because at her house because she's a seamstress, and so Yogi, our adorable, very curious cat, she gets in all of it. She had never gone on the table until Saturday, where I'm like working on that first Super Mario. I'm like, all right, I'm working on this Super Mario, and she's like, the fuck's going on over here, motherfucker? What the fuck's happening here? And she's just trying, like, she's hopping around, trying to get to the thing. I'm like, these are not treats. These are plastic. These are plastic pearls, you dumb cats. No, do not try to eat them. And she's like, I want to know. Or, honestly, I think what she wants to do is rub her face on it.
Yeah.
Because she's like that character from The State. I want to dip my paws in it. Instead of balls.
Yeah.
Her paws.
Yeah.
She wants to dip her paws in it.
Yeah.
I get a great laugh out of my wife every time I do that one.
Yeah.
And yeah, by the end of Saturday, and then Sunday, like she's sitting on my chair, and then like last night she was sleeping on the. I had already cleaned it up, but she's sleeping on the area. And then my wife's like, she has never wanted to get on there before. She's like, I think she just wants my attention. The cat's like, why won't you look at me? Why do you look at plastic?
That's funny.
So if you want some 8-bit art, you want a Metroid, I'll make you a fucking Metroid. You want a Link? I'm sure Joanna's gonna want a little like Legend of Zelda 8-bit freaking, or maybe even a 16-bit freaking what do you call it? A Link to the Past Link. I've been looking at patterns. It's over. I'm gone.
You gone?
I'm gone. I'm going to the Joanne's Fabrics, buying that shit unless it's cheaper on Amazon. I'll just order from Amazon and support the evil corporation. So you can never escape.
No, you really can't.
Can't escape. But you know what you can't escape? You can't escape the fact that we're here every week. Monday nights, 8 p.m. Right here, Facebook Live. Or if you're listening, we're posted every Monday night or on SoundCloud, where it shows up on Tuesdays, on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on Stitcher, on all your favorite podcast apps. We're on iHeartRadio as well. I don't know, I got to find other places to submit this thing to. Just throw that RSS feed up everywhere. You can always share, comment, like many of our friends here, like Daniel Wong, Danny Castro, Joanne Morales, Ryan Rio, Scott Gobin, everyone who's been commenting, watching, enjoying the show. We love you. Thank you so much for helping us out. If you want to be an MVP like Daniel Wong, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/Dre. It's Geek Philosophy, or I believe it's Dre GP Podcast. You just go to Patreon, search for Dre's Geek Philosophy Podcast. And if you want to be so kind as to donate to our Patreon, all that money goes towards paying for the hosting fees on SoundCloud and helps pay for our equipment. Daniel Wong is our Patreon right now. Won't you join him? And if you don't want to do that, you can go to our Kofi Kingston. You can buy us a coffee. You can go to coffee.kofi.com. Search for Dre's Geek Philosophy Podcast. We're right there if you want to make a one-time donation. Or you can always go to our Dre's Geek Philosophy shop right here on Facebook and buy a game. All the proceeds, whatever beyond the cost of me having to go get a copy of the game, all the other proceeds go directly towards helping the podcast.
There you go.
All right. Thank you for watching. We'll be back here Wednesday night for the Multiverse Comic Show. Talk about all sorts of comic books and not talk about Spider-Man anymore. Well, at least we're not going to talk about MCU Spidey not being in the MCU. If we talk about Spidey, it's going to be a Spider-Man comic book.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm sure you, being a proprietor of a comic book store, that's all anyone wants to fucking talk about.
That's all anyone wants to talk about, man.
So if I'm sick of it, you must be vomiting.
Yeah.
Or wanting to vomit. But don't vomit. Watch our shows. We'll see you next time. You have yourselves a good night. Oh yeah, you got to control it.
Yeah.